Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my boutique here. Today I'm going to be filming a video for you guys talking all about wholesale pricing and how to find the perfect price for your products for your store wherever you may be. There are so many key factors that go into finding the perfect price for your wholesale products, and I want to talk about all of those things today and let you guys know how I do it. So if you guys have ever wondered how wholesale pricing works for a clothing store, be sure to watch this video. Okay, so I always get a ton of questions about wholesale pricing. It is key to your business. Most of you guys want to start a business to make lots of money and live a comfortable life, so you can't screw it up when it comes to pricing your products. The goal is to price your product high enough to where you can make a decent profit, yet not too high to where it's going to scare away all of your customers. Okay, so there's definitely some key terms you guys need to know if you're going to be opening your own business, such as markup and profit margin. So to put that in simple terms, let's go over markup. What is markup? All right, let's use this top as an example. So I have this top priced at $36. Let's say I only bought the top for $10. Markup is going to be the amount that exceeds the cost in order to cover your overhead costs and profit. Okay, so margin is the sales minus the cost of goods. It's basically a percentage. So for example, let's go back to the top. The top's $36. Let's say I only paid $10 for this top. I'm going to be making $26 on this top profit, which can be converted into a percentage, which would be your profit margin. All right, so pricing for your boutique is so important because it can really make or break your business. There's so many different factors that go into finding the right price for your products. For example, let's say, this store right here is located in Beverly Hills. Somebody shopping in Beverly Hills is probably going to pay, let's see what this top is actually priced at. $34 for this top. Somebody in Beverly Hills would probably not even bat an eyelash paying $60 for this top. So that's what I mean by demographic has a huge play in your pricing. Okay, so let's talk about how I personally price my own products at my store. There's definitely some key factors that I take into consideration when finding the right price for my products, such as what is my competition doing? What's the quality of the item that I'm looking to price? What's my demographic? What are customers willing to pay for the item? And finally, how much do I want to make? Okay, so let's talk about the quality of the item. So the quality of this top is really beautiful. I'm really impressed with it. It has a high quality zipper on the back that's not, like the cheaper zippers that I've seen. The actual fabric feels really nice. It runs true to size. I know that my customers would probably be willing to pay a little bit extra for this top, considering that, it's a special piece, something that you wouldn't wear every day. It's probably something for an event. So that tells me that, customers probably would be willing to pay more than what we would normally mark this item up for. So I will be, adding a couple extra dollars onto this item rather than having it priced at a regular margin. Okay, so it's really important to pay attention to what your competition is doing because you want to stay competitive with pricing. For example, let's say I have these sandals for sale here for $36 and the store across the street just starts selling them for $25. That's going to be a huge issue. It's not going to be good for my business or their business when we're both carrying the same product. So what I usually do is instead of battling pricing and driving the prices down for both stores, I'll just carry a new item and hopefully have that item stick around before other people pick it up. But it's really important to pay attention to what your neighbors are doing, what your online competition is doing. It's really easy to see what other online stores are doing out there because your entire catalog of prices are right there. For brick and mortar stores, it is a little bit harder. You definitely want to be respectful. You don't want to go snooping around. When I first moved into this store and my store up in Truckee, I was very, very respectful of the other boutique owners. Tried to go give a friendly handshake and I've gotten blocked from pretty much everybody. So that kind of sets a tone of how it is in the boutique industry. Just try to be nice and respectful as possible and just stick to your own vision, guys. Okay, so jewelry is definitely a big margin booster for a lot of stores. I always try to keep my jewelry near my register checkout area because it's a really good area to tempt people just to boost your margin up a little more. A lot of our jewelry is priced very inexpensively, yet we still make a decent profit margin on these items. So I definitely recommend keeping some of your higher profit margin items near your register, especially if they're smaller, just because it could be a really nice tempting item for customers to tack on to their final bill. Okay, so let's talk about how my pricing differs from my brick and mortar store here versus my online store. So with my online store, there's so much more competition online, you guys. For example, let's say if somebody is looking for like pleated leopard dresses like this one, all they would have to do is go online and type in pleated leopard dress, and there'd be a million different dresses just like this one. So it is important for me to keep that in mind and to price the items appropriately when I know that there's going to be so many other options for customers out there. And then how I price items here, I know that that dress is so freaking cute and there's nothing like that here in Midtown Reno. I know that people would be willing to pay, you know, a couple extra bucks for that dress. And so we definitely think about things like that. But with that being said, I've found that with having an online store and a brick and mortar store, your customers expect to see the same prices across the board. That's been a really hard learning curve, because when there are items like this that I know, you know, could sell for more in store here, yet they're cheaper online, that pisses our customers off if they see a dress that they just bought for $46 here and then they go on my website and it's $44. Even though shipping kind of evens out in the end, you definitely want to think about that too and what you're going to say to your customers. In the beginning, we used to say, oh, you know, there's so much competition online that our products do vary in pricing a little bit, but now we try to price things across the board so that whether my customers are visiting my stores here in California or online, the pricing is all the same and they know what to expect. So I have some new items that just came in today, and I just grabbed them from our box because I want to show you guys like the whole process of how it works when we get stuff in and how I price them, and you know, just like the questions I ask myself when finding the perfect price. So I want to show you guys the whole process. There's definitely more of these in the back. As a lot of you know, when you order wholesale, you have to order in huge packs and you can't order individual items, but I just grabbed some samples from the shipment that we just got just to give you guys a little idea. Okay, so this is a new line that we just picked up. I'm really, really excited about this line. The only thing is that it's a little bit expensive. The cost is so much, and if we were to mark this up our normal markup amount, I don't think it would sell. So I'm gonna have to mark this a little bit lower than we would normally mark most of our items here, just to ensure that it doesn't sit on the racks. So this will be marked up a little bit less than our other items. It's all part of just finding that sweet spot, that right price for your customer. I know that, you know, if this was over $100, no one would buy it. So you definitely want to keep those things in mind. Moving on to our next piece here. What is this? Ooh, okay. So this is just like a really cute little jacket, and the first thing I think is that this would be good for women of all ages. I can picture people younger wearing this, and then I can picture, you know, older women wearing this as well. I always try to buy things for women of all ages. The inside is lined with Sherpa, so really good quality jacket. This one, since it is an outerwear piece, like an actual jacket, I'll mark this up our normal amount, just because it's a piece of outerwear, and for some reason people are willing to pay so much more for jackets. But yeah, this will be marked up our normal amount. That'll be marked up a little bit less, and I hope, you know, me showing you these two things kind of gives you an idea of how I navigate our pricing. Okay, so now that we've gone over pricing for these items, I want to show you guys exactly how I enter these in. So basically what you do is you go onto the ShopKeep system here and you click on items, and then here's your item detail page, and this allows you to enter in your sales price, the cost per item, has your sales tax here that's automatically calculated, the quantity. It's really cool. It's just super helpful. So I love coming up with the name. It's always a really fun part of the little system here. So with this jacket, I would probably try to find like a descripting word, like of the color, like the color's bone. So I would probably name it like Montana Bone Jacket or something like that. So right here, the name, Montana Bone Jacket, and then the department. You can create departments within ShopKeep, so it tells you like what categories are selling the most. For example, one summer we had no idea, but our top category was kimonos, and I wish I would have checked that sooner because I would have bought a bunch more kimonos if I had like realized I was selling so many of them. And without like giving away all of my secrets, I'll just make up a cost. So let's say this jacket cost me $30, and let's say we're gonna sell it for, you know, oops, not 200, 100. Enter in the quantity here, save and keep editing. And you can fill out a lot more of these, like department, category, UPC. I just fill out what's necessary for our personal store and our personal needs. Then you click label printing up here, And this is always very exciting, but you click print. Voila, you guys, how easy is that? It's so cool. And then with this here, this is the little scanner that comes with the ShopKeep system. Scan the item, and there it is. You're ready to make your money and make your sale. How exciting is that? Let's say if the customer didn't want the item, everything's just super easy. You can swipe and delete. So let's talk about how the time of year can affect your pricing and how I use my ShopKeep point of sale system to kind of help me navigate how I'm gonna price my products for that time of year. So this store here is located in Midtown Reno. We're in a city here. Sales are really consistent. They're good year round. But at our other store up in Truckee, California, it's up in the mountains. It's in a tourist area. There's times when town's really slow, and there's times when town is insanely busy. So let me show you how ShopKeep helps me figure out pricing for the time of year that I'm interested in. So basically what I would do is I would go here, and don't judge me, you guys. I haven't opened the store today, so sales are at 0. But I would find the date range that I was curious what sales were, so I could basically go back here for as long as I've ever been open. And let's say it's August 12th right now, and I'm like, I wonder how sales were doing, this last week. And if I see that sales were insanely busy and there's some huge festival that came to town and it's coming to town again this year, I'm probably going to be marking my inventory a little bit higher just because I know the stores are going to be insanely busy. So follow me to my little sale rack section over here. All right, so here's my sale rack, and these are all of my marked down items. And let's talk about when to mark down an item. So maybe you've had a bunch of items that haven't sold. It can be so discouraging to have this huge pile of inventory that's just sitting there that people are not interested in because maybe the pricing was too high, or maybe wrong time of year, maybe people need a little bit of incentive. So here's my sale rack right here. I honestly cannot believe that some of the items are on here because some of them are so cute, you guys. I'll show you some of the pieces that are on here. For example, like, so cute. Like, why is that on sale? I have these that I love. These are like little jumpsuit pants, and you wear like a plain white tee underneath. But we have singled out items like this, and when we have singled out items that have been on the rack for a long time, it starts to look really messy. So I'll go through all of the racks and pick out the singled out items that haven't sold, or maybe we have like 6 of an item that people were just totally not interested in, that I totally missed the mark on. For example, you guys always seem to like be really interested in the items that didn't work out, so maybe you can learn from me. Come over here this way. Snake print has been super popular. We always do really well with a twist back top. People love tops that have like little back details. So I was like, what could go wrong with this top? It has both of the things that people are loving right now, snake print and the little detail on the back, but for whatever reason, people weren't into it. This top was originally priced at $35, which for me seems like a fair price, and now it's 40% off. So for these tops, we saw in our ShopKeep system that there was still a quantity of 5 left, and these have been around forever, which is not good. Usually our stuff sells very quickly, and so we knew that it was unfortunately time to put these on sale. Another thing could be, it may look cute on the hanger, but maybe the fit is a little weird, maybe the sizing's off, maybe the small fits like an extra small. So try to buy things that fit true to size, or else customers get very frustrated. So yeah, that's kind of how I go about marking my items down. ShopKeep is really cool because they actually care about the people that use their POS systems, and they have grown so much since I first started using them. And one feature that they don't have that I would love to see added, if anyone's ever listening, is a date feature for the products. And I'm saying this on video because they actually listen, and I've given them so many recommendations that I've actually seen come out within the new updates for the system. They're always adding new things. It's really exciting whenever you get an update for the ShopKeep system, but I want to see if they can add a date to each item that you add into the system. So then you can say like, okay, I want to see all of my items that I still have in store that I got in last September, and you can see all the items that were dated for September, so then maybe you can mark them down. I think that would be really cool if ShopKeep added a date system to their items. So then you can say like, oh my God, let's find out the oldest items in the store and get them all on sale immediately. Because right now, I can tell you what items have been around for a long time, but I probably don't know what the oldest item is in the store. And if you put those items right in front of me right now, I would definitely throw them on sale. So ShopKeep, if you ever wanted to implement any sort of dating system within the items, that'd be super cool. If you guys are interested in using ShopKeep yourselves for your own business, be sure to visit the link in the description box below. They'll give you a little deal if you do so, or if you mention my name. I've used it for 5 years now and I love it. I've never deferred from it. I've never had any issues with it. It's truly the best out there. So be sure to visit that link if you guys are interested. All right, guys, that is pretty much the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys saw anything in this video that you want to purchase, like these cute little sneakers here, you can go on to nomadboutique.com and find them on my website. Use code YT20, that'll be our little code, and you can get 20% off your whole order. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Be sure to leave a little comment, say hi to me, let me know what you want to see from me next, because I got some exciting news for you guys. So stay tuned for that in the next video. Bye.